can see what I've been shown. Home, I am home. Home, I am home. I am home. I am home.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Medico Vosalo. Thank you for joining this global event. We so appreciate you being here with us today for this coming hour of celebrating life, music, and joy together, as well as, of course, to fundraise for the underprivileged children of India together. Today, Hand in Hand is very honored to have a special artist with us. Amir Pais will be playing live for us from Costa Rica in a moment. And we're so grateful to have his support, and we look forward to an uplifting concert with him in just a moment. But before we start, we're all joining from all over the planet. So it would be beautiful if you felt like sharing with us in the chat where you're coming from today. We have the artist in Costa Rica. We have a technical team in India and in Oman today. I'm talking from Switzerland. So it's beautiful, really, how we can all come together here on an online event and connect in this way. So for a moment, let's just sit and try and sense each other, that we're all here together in this online space. So just give ourselves a pause and open our hearts to feel one another here all together. And to just connect to one another for a moment. Beautiful. Now, since year 2000, our international nonprofit organization, Hand in Hand, has actively, together with Pragnana Missions, been supporting and helping with many effective humanitarian aid projects in India. Hand in Hand's biggest project is the Hariharananda Balashram Residential School, which was opened in 2004 and actually had its foundation day yesterday, where they could celebrate 18 years of this school starting out. Every year, the school has been growing, and now it has more than 500 underprivileged children aged from between 4 to 18 years. And we've even had students graduate from there this year with very great results. And it's really a school where the children are given not only free accommodation, clothing, a nutritious diet, as well as medical care, but they're also given an excellent education, which basically the school has a holistic approach, combining the development of body, mind, and spirit with high academic achievement as well. So we would like to first show you a little video now about the school in India, so you can hear some of the students' experiences. And also it's an opportunity to hear about some of the future projects that your donations will help with.
Hand in Hand's main project is the Hariharananda Bal Ashram in the village of Arua, which was founded in 2004. This charitable residential school, set up to help the disadvantaged children of Odisha, fulfilled the wish of Paramahamsa Hariharanandaji and Paramahamsa Pragyananandaji to provide the children with a safe home, a good education, and the prospect of a better future. From 2004, the Balashram School prepared its pupils from nursery to the leaving class of Standards 10. In 2016, the Chrysalis project was designed to provide support to school leavers in adjusting to the outside world after their graduation. Meanwhile, it was decided to provide an additional 2 years education up to Standards 12 for the children at Balashram. A beautiful new block was purpose-built on the school premises for the older students dedicated to science, the arts and commerce. In the year 2020, the first batch of students who continued their education in Balashram has already passed out of grade 12 in science. The well-equipped labs are also made available to the younger pupils. More specifically, the Chrysalis project provides help to those graduates requiring professional training in particular disciplines or pursuing their studies in different colleges. The goal is to equip all the Balashram graduates with the tools they need to have a productive and fulfilling life, to realize their dreams, and to have a bright future.
I want to serve the mankind by becoming a doctor.
I want to be a mechatronics engineer.
My dream is to be a journalist.
My aim is to be a doctor, especially the cardiologist doctor.
Hand in Hand has been very active, and I have been in close touch with the members. So during the execution of the project, they have really worked very hard to make all these things that we have done feasible. Without their help, this would not have been possible. In the future, there are a few things we plan. Just like Balashram is limited to a very small locality, although we get students from all over Orissa, we have plans to have very small primary day schools in all these areas where there is no school facility. So we plan to set up many of these throughout Orissa so that people have access to education.
The first 2 of a total of at least 30 planned schools are already open and are named Hariharananda Shiksha Ashram.
We have also ventured into helping children who are physically challenged. Recently, we have been, with the help of Hand in Hand Europe, we have been serving children who have been physically challenged so that they can lead better lives and more full lives. So the areas are just increasing and many, many things are getting done, but without the active help of Hand in Hand, these things would not have been possible.
Hand in Hand is really in my heart, which is helping in a very noble way. I'm really, really grateful. The hand that serves is much holier than the lips that sings or chants. Our heart should be filled with love and compassion. Our hands and feet should be ready to serve wherever we need. It is my dream or wish, not that Hand in Hand will be confined in Odisha. If we can work in India, in other countries where they need, Hand in Hand people with their noble, generous attitude, they have been doing a lot. They can do even much more. I pray to God to give them more strength, courage, to come forward, to wipe out tear from the eyes of the suffering, to remove fear from the mind of those who are in distress. God and Gurus will bless each one who is directly or indirectly involved in hand-in-hand activities, and in other hand, serving the needy people at the time of crisis. God bless you all. Thank you all.
So we hope that you enjoyed this little video of the students at Balashram. All proceedings from this concert today, in the form of your donations, will go directly to aid the children at the Balashram School in Orissa. To make a donation to our hand-in-hand projects, please find the PayPal links in our chat, or you can also visit our websites in North and South America at www.handinhandusa.org, or in Europe at www.handinhand.at, or in India at www.pragnanamission.org. And if you need any help at all with making a donation, please feel free as well to email us at info@handinhand.at. So now we're pleased to introduce you to Amir Pais, a wonderfully talented musician who facilitates connection through music and self-inquiry. Amir has been singing, producing, and writing songs for more than 25 years, focused on establishing heart, body, and mind connections through sacred songs, wisdom practices, and interfaith gatherings. We warmly welcome Amir Pais. Enjoy, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here. I feel very privileged to be here and be a drop in the flow of this wonderful river of connection and support of the underprivileged children. And it's so admirable that some of us are able to find that generosity of heart and spirit to reach out and offer a helping hand. And I was spending good quality time with my mother, and told her about this hand-in-hand event. And while I was with her, this chant came to me, and the melody, and my mother had to listen to it quite a few times. I hope you will enjoy listening to it too right now. And if you find it welcoming, please join me with your voices. Hand in hand, we are strong. Hand in hand, we belong. Hand in hand, we walk each other home. Hand in hand, hand in hand, hand in hand, we are strong. Hand in hand, we belong. Hand in hand, we walk each other home. Hand in hand, hand in hand, hand in hand, we are strong. Hand in hand, we belong. Hand in hand, we walk each other home. Hand in hand, hand in hand, hand in hand, we are strong. Hand in hand, we belong. Hand in hand, we walk each other home. Hand in hand, hand in hand, hand in hand, we are strong. Hand in hand, we belong. Hand in hand, we walk each other home. Hand in hand, hand in hand, hand in hand, we are strong. Hand in hand, we belong. Hand in hand, we walk each other home. Hand in hand, hand in hand. I hope and I trust that although we are far away from one another in physical form, we can, through this incredible technology, feel somewhat the actual connection between us all. I'm sure if we pay attention, we can actually be very attentive to it and feel it happening. I'm going to share with you some songs in this part of the music, some songs from an album of mine, which I call Satsang, which is like satsang, which in essence is sitting or meeting in truth. And I feel very humble to be able to even express words in Sanskrit. It's not my native tongue, but still that essence, that wisdom of sitting or meeting in truth is very powerful and can inform our lives in so many different ways. So I thought that I cannot proclaim anything about sitting in truth, but definitely about singing in truth. And that's why I call it, instead of satsang, satsang. And this next song is called River into Ocean. Your diamond eyes see the beauty, the innocence and simplicity. Your heart is kind enough to open river into amazing ocean. A human flower blossom, ripe fruit of essence, letting itself shine, giving the gifts it is given, river into amazing ocean. Travel far and wide within, across the universe, never to arrive, 'cause you have never left. Dance with the beloved one and sing your song. The tears will share what I cannot say. These pearls of love cannot fade away forever. Rest within this moment. A river is one with the ocean. Your beauty shines through your open eyes. The possible magic comes alive, fulfilling the purpose we are meant for. Rivers into ocean, travel far and wide within, across the universe, never to arrive, 'cause you have never left. Dance with the beloved one and sing your song. Travel far and wide within, across the universe, never to arrive, 'cause you have never left. Dance with the beloved one and sing your song. I love the weaving of cultures. I find it so inspiring to translate truth and spirit, wisdom from one culture to another and find those bridges, because I truly believe that in essence we are all connected and we are one. And there is an undeniable oneness and interconnectedness between every form in this incredible creation. Yet we call truth and divinity and essence in different names. And I love finding those places where there is a seam, where there is a connection. And so in this next chant, I found this connection between Hebrew and Sanskrit, where one of the names of God, or an aspect of the divine, in the Hindu tradition is Ram, and this expression of a form of the divine expressed in the Hindu mythology as Ram. And in Hebrew, Ram is a word, Ram. El Ram Venisa. Ram is the Most High. And so that connection inspired me to write this next chant. It's called Blessed to Chant. And I invite you all to join me in the chant, that either in the middle of the song or towards the end of it. I hope you can join wherever you are. This very breath is yours. This heartbeat is your praise. I was born for you and I live as you will, my time and place. Where do I come from? Where do I go? The source of all being, beyond all that's known. Baruch atah Adonai, Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Eloheinu melech haolam. Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Baruch atah Adonai. Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Eloheinu melech haolam. Jai Rama, Jai Ram. Holy names are healing my ancestors' wounded knights. If anything was made wrong, everything can be made right. Devoted to love, a servant of grace. We rest alone in this quiet space. So blessed to chant Baruch atah Adonai. Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Eloheinu melech haolam. Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Baruch atah Adonai. Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Eloheinu melech haolam. Jai Rama, Jai Ram. Giver of life, filled with mercy, luminous light, generous blessing, giver of life. Open all the doors. My life is your love. Your love is my life. I'm yours. Baruch atah Adonai. Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Eloheinu melech haolam. Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Baruch atah Adonai. Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Eloheinu melech haolam. Jai Rama, Jai Ram. Jai Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Ram, 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 Jai Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Ram. Baruch Ata Adonai, Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Eloheinu melech haolam, Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Baruch Ata Adonai, Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Eloheinu melech haolam, Jai Rama, Jai Ram, Vekayam. Obviously, it's quite a different experience to sit in a place with people, or sit just like this in front of the computer. But I can honestly feel that I am with you, and I believe that that's the essence of this wonderful organization, Hand in Hand, that we are all drops in one ocean, and that sense of connectedness is undeniable. It's beautiful. So I'm just gonna end this musical part with a song from my satsang album. It is called "Free from the Spell," and this song is well, it speaks for itself. Let's hear it. I just say that for me, this is this organization, Hand in Hand, and this event is an example of how we can truly participate in creating heaven on earth here in this life. In the forest, there's a clearing. In the clearing, there's a house. In the house, there is a man. And in the man, there is a heart. In the heart, there is a pulse. Where it comes from, no one knows. From the man's lips, words come out. As above, so below. I don't need to die to live in heaven. Don't need to die to live in hell. Just wake up from this dream of separation. Live in magic, be free from the spell. When a man walks to his garden, he can taste the fruits of love, sharing stories with the flowers, raised below to above. In the leaves there is the sunlight, in the raindrops there is sky. In a moment, the eternal, simple being need no try. I don't need to die to live in heaven. Don't need to die to live in hell. Just wake up from this dream of separation. Live in magic, be free from the spell. I don't need to die to live in heaven. Don't need to die to live in hell. Just wake up from this dream of separation. Even magic, be free from the spell. Even magic can be free from the spell. Even magic can be free from the spell. Even magic can be free from the spell.
Thank you so very much, Amir. It has been said before that music is the language of the soul. And I think we can all feel that soul connection in Amir's music. Certainly, I felt it was so heart-touching, and I'm sure it also touched your heart. These online concerts are really a way for us to meet together and make connections all over the planet. Hand in Hand actively works in collaboration from India to all over Europe, as well as also all over America. I'm now happy to introduce Bhavani to you, the treasurer of Hand in Hand USA. She visited the Balashram School shortly before the COVID outbreak in 2020, and she would like to share some of her impressions with us here.
Hi, my name is Bhavani Ravi. I had the pleasure of visiting Hariharananda Balashram in February of 2020 before everything shut down. The children there were kind and happy. Most importantly, I found that they had strength of character and were very helpful to each other. This would serve them well in the difficult times that have passed since my visit. This year, Hariharananda Balashram was a safe haven for over 500 children of Odisha, India. Just when we thought that life would be returning to normal, the start of the year turned out to be very different. During the first wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, some of the students returned home to be with their families. Due to the long distances and their impoverished conditions, the administration had to carry out difficult searches so that all of these students could be located and brought back to the school. Then, the Delta variant of COVID hit, and the government mandated that all schools close and students return home. In an effort to retain all of the children, and most importantly, those that were recently brought back, Hariharananda Bal Ashram impressed upon the government that they had strict protocols in place and medical facilities on campus so that they could handle an outbreak if it occurred. Although express permission was not given, government authorities looked the other way so that all students could remain on campus. Due to strict protocols that were enforced, no outbreaks occurred, and Bal Ashram kept all of the students and staff safe within their campus. These children depend on donors like you to continue to provide a home. With your support, Bal Ashram was able to operate in these difficult situations and continue to provide shelter, food, and education to the students, and above all, keep them safe and healthy when the entire world was ravaged by the healthcare crisis.
Thank you very much, Bhavani. And we're now happy to announce that all the students are safely back at the Bal Ashram School. Every year, 40 new students are admitted to the Bal Ashram School. But in the year 2020 and 2021, due to the difficult COVID situation, the students were actually not allowed to join. But we're happy to let you know that in February of this year, they could all join. And in June of this year, the youngest nursery class children could also join. A joy which is made possible only because of your donations. So this is really an opportunity for you to give whatever you can. Please remember that many droplets form an ocean. Every drop can make a difference, and each cent counts. With just 35 euros or dollars, you can support all the care needed for one child for 1 month. And for 420 euros or dollars, you can support one child for an entire year. So please, we ask you to support the children as much as you possibly can, according to your needs. A better world for the children, we believe, also means a better world for all of us. And we are so deeply grateful for any donation you might be able to give. So now it's again back to Amir and your beautiful music in Costa Rica.
Thank you. Beautiful to be here, and I'll share with you some songs from my latest album, which I call I Am That I Am. I put it out last year, and this song that I'm going to share now is called En Sof, which in Hebrew means the infinite. And again, I love to find the essence in different cultures, and so that sense of being an instrument in a divine orchestra, or being like a flute that is being breathed by the spirit of all. I love finding it in different cultures, and in my heritage, in my roots, in the Hebrew culture. One of the wonderful names are En Sof, the infinite. I come to you empty, I offer up everything, can't take anything with me when it is my time. My spirit is yours, my soul, heart and body. How can this life be mine? This song, these senses, my failures and successes, even my mistakes are yours. It is my pride that is calling them mine. You breathe life into me like a flute of a man. I am carried by your hands. You provide what I find. Waves of time keep crashing on the shores of eternity, where presence lives clear. Who are you? The one I'm praying to. You're always here. And soft, 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 and soft. Although I have nothing, I know I lack nothing, for you are the giver of all. On this narrow bridge I will walk by your light, and I trust I will never fall. Waves of time keep crashing on the shores of eternity, where presence lives clear. Who are you? The one I'm praying to. You're always here. And soft, 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 and soft. Do you know how beautiful you are? You're asking me to see. You've been saying this all my life. Your love is what is breathing me. And soft, 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 and soft. I come to you empty. I offer up everything. So I'm here in Costa Rica, and it's I'm here in a friend's place, Deva and Miten's place. They were generous enough to allow me to use their equipment and their space, and I'll take this opportunity to thank them so much for supporting and helping also this in this way. And this next song I actually wrote as a blessing for Miten's 70th birthday. That was about 5 years ago. And here it is. This, again, I found this connection between the words Hallelujah, which means praise Jah or praise God in Hebrew, and the Om Shanti, that sense of peace that is when one rests deep in the core of oneself, that point of connection to the oneness that we are all expressions of. Born to be given, born to be sung, born to be seen by the moon and the sun, born to be walking this earth without judgments or walls, born to be taking this breath as I answer the call, born to be sharing, born to be shared, born to be loving, to be cared for and cared, born for connection, born for the truth, born for devotion, inspired by you, born to be learning the river, born to be praising the shore, born to be trusting the winds, born to be strong at the core. Hallelujah, oh hallelujah, oh hallelujah, oh hallelujah. Born to awaken, to forgive and admit, born to be grateful, for this life is a gift, born to be wise as a grandchild and a grandfather's sage, born to be free as a bird when it's out of a cage, born to be sailing the seas of magnificent songs, born to be yours and to sing by your side all along. Hallelujah, oh hallelujah, oh hallelujah, hallelujah. Wherever you are in the world, join me. Come on, join voices and let's sing together. Om Shanti, 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 Om Hallelujah, oh hallelujah, hallelujah. Shanti, Om 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 Hallelujah, oh Hallelujah, Hallelujah. I'd like to share with you now a song that it is also on the last album on I Am That I Am. It is a song that somewhat is an autobiography, and it describes a bit of my own spiritual journey. And the chorus says, "It is grace. It is grace that guides me home. It is freedom that moves me on. It is love that brings me here. It is truth that makes it clear." When I wasn't as old, not so wrinkled and bald, I was carrying a flag without knowing what it said. I was told twists and turns of the world that is reaping the crops it is sowing. And I saw with my eyes the disguise and the lies, players of power and fame. I saw with my eyes the wars I despised, the world the adults were playing. When I was so young, on my knees I was done. I was young and I wanted to die. But the pain wouldn't stop with the death of a mask. So I broke by the truth and I cried. I cried for the children captive by priests, the pouring down rain, the flowers of pain. I cried for the women used by the men, selling them for money and gain. And I cried for myself, familiar terrain, in exchange for a mystery road. I didn't know then in which way to turn, but I knew I had to go. It is grace that guides me home. It is freedom that moves me on. It is love that brings me here. It is truth that makes it clear. When I wasn't as old, not so wrinkled and bald, Heavy was the world on my back. On a mountain path, I offered my wrath in prayer to be right on my track. Sun sets the west, full moon rises the east. On top of a temple I stand. I see a circle in the sand. No beginning, no end. It was grace that I met in a hut where I sat and discovered I longed to be free. So I stayed up all night with all my heart's might, begging for clues I would need. It is grace that guides me home. It is freedom that moves me on. It is love that brings me here. It is truth that makes it clear. In the river she swam and reached out her hand, inviting me into the stream. We floated along the meandering song and dared to vision and dream. She helped me to see and asked me to sing and gave me her rhyme and her reason. And she stays by me through all that can be and the changing of seasons. It is grace that guides me home. It is freedom that moves me on. It is love that brings me here. It is truth that makes it clear. It is grace that guides me home. It is freedom that moves me on. It is love that brings me here. It is truth that makes it clear. Well, I'm thanking you so much for having me here. It's such an incredible feeling to be connected to people all over the world and not always in evident ways, sometimes in subtle ways. And it's just wonderful to know that there are all of us, people who are connected here right now, that are having that participation in the creation of life. We are participating in life just by the way we walk this earth and by the way we connect with one another. And I'll just like to end my part with a song in Hebrew, my mother tongue. And I'd like to take this opportunity and wave to my mom that is probably seeing this live and tell her I love her, אני אוהב אותך, אמא, and sing this song that I wrote for my father. And the words are saying, there is only love. Near the bed of death, life is living. Observing the breath and what has no name is revealed for a moment that has no other. Agreeing to the given that is given, and all is completed. In the familiar love, there is I love, and there is I love the. In the unseen love, the mysterious love, there is no I and no one to love. There is only love. This is also from the album I Am That I Am. And I'll take this opportunity to invite you all to listen to the music. If you liked it, you can listen and follow on the different platforms, whether it is iMusic or Spotify or whatever platform you'd like, and stay in contact. And much love from me to all of you. ליד מיטת המוות, החיים חיים, מתבונן בנשימה, ומה שאין לו שם, מתגלה לרגע אחד, ואין שני לו, מסכים לניתן הניתן, ומושלם. באהבה המוכרת יש אני אוהב ויש אני אוהב את. באהבה הנסתרת אין אני ואין את. מי לאהוב יש רק אהבה, יש רק אהבה, יש רק אהבה, יש רק אהבה. ליד מיטת המוות, החיים חיים, מתגלם בנשימה, ומה שאין לו שם, מתבהר לרגע אחד, ואין שני לו, מסכים לניתן הניתן ומושלם. באהבה המוכרת יש אני אוהב ויש אני אוהב את. באהבה הנסתרת אין אני ואין את. מי לאהוב יש רק אהבה, 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 הכוללת הכל.
Thank you so very much, Amir. Your music is truly heart-touching and really like poetry for the soul. So we appreciate so much. Everyone from Hand in Hand would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your support, sharing with us your beautiful music and art today. We really so much appreciate it. And also a big thanks to Deva, Premal and Mitten for letting you share from your the great sound from your place. So, as Amir so beautifully said, life truly is a gift, isn't it? And what a great gift it is that we get to share our love and elevate ourselves and those around us through music, singing, and opening our hearts to one another, as Amir showed us how to today. So as we walk through the rest of the day, the evening, let's walk with love in our hearts. With our eyes, let's see through the eyes of love and serve love. But I'm afraid on our end, it's the end of the concert. And in closing tonight, everyone at Hand in Hand would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being with us today, for your generous donations, your support, and for joining us for this concert today. The more hands that come together, the more we can help, and the more beautiful this world we live in. A big thanks to Amir, of course, and also to everyone who made this possible, this concert possible today. A big gratitude and thanks to our technical team, to the promoters, the Joy Art team, everyone helping in the chats, CISA Works, and everyone involved in making this concert possible. We hope that the concert has brought music and joy to your hearts. Please stay connected with us. We're so grateful you came and joined us today.
Stone upon stone, rock upon rock. Walls that I built, roads that I walked. If lifetimes away, forgotten and lost, I gotta make it home. I gotta make it home. In alleys of towns, in deserts of soul, I pray for the one I wish to recall. A faded memory of being held by love. I gotta make it home. I'm gonna make it home. And then in a dream, a face would appear, the eyes of no end, no madness, no fear, showing me home is always near. Home is always here. Oh, 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 the night ends with light, the breaking of dawn. If there was ever a wall, it comes tumbling down. Now I can see what I've been shown.